Hey everyone, and welcome to the fourth vlog of the 12 Days of Vlogmas, or Vlogmas Day 7. Okay, so it's Saturday, it's the weekend again. Today, not quite sure what we're actually doing. I think I'm spending the day with my family today because obviously it's the weekend. So I think me and my mum, it'd be good if I could speak, wouldn't it? Me, my mum and my brother might be going out for some lunch and possibly going to have a look at some like Christmas shops and stuff. So yes, maybe have a little bit of a festive day today, which would be nice. So, you know, of course I will bring you along and see how much I can vlog of the day. But yeah, Saturday, Vlogmas Day 7. I literally say this every single day, but where is December going? It's going so fast already. Yeah, so this morning I've pretty much been editing. I've actually quite impressed with myself. I'm currently uploading the last vlog, and I never do this early. Like literally, it's 20 to 2, and I'm already uploading the vlog. This literally never happens. I've uploaded 2 so far, and they've both been late. So today it's going to be on time. So I need to do like my description box and the thumbnail and all that jazz before we go out, and then I can schedule it and it can go up for 5 o'clock, so that'd be good. So yeah, that is what I'm going to finish doing now, and then hopefully when I go out some lunch because I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything today. Here's a quick little outfit of the day. I really like this outfit. Got another dress on today. Can't remember whether I've worn this in Vlogmas this year, but yeah, it's got this like checkered print on it, and obviously tights and these brown boots today, and my scarf, and curled my hair, got my red lip on. And yeah, that is pretty much my outfit. Again, a nice easy to wear dress. So yeah, as I said, I will take you along as much as I possibly can today, and yeah, we'll see where the day takes us. Also later on, either today or tomorrow, but in this vlog I want to have a little chat about Crohn's, because it is actually Crohn's and Colitis Awareness Week this week, so thought I'd include a little chat in this vlog about that. So yes, I'll speak to you about that later. So before I go, I thought I'd come and just say hello to Sammy, because I haven't seen you today properly. Hello. He gives me his paw when he wants more cuddles or attention. Ready? Watch, he'll give it to me. Or just push me over his head. Okay. Okay, good boy. Alright, good boy. Good. There we go. It's like, where are you going? So yeah, okay. We are actually going to go now, so I will see you in a bit. Okay, so we've just been for food, which is really nice. Nice and full now, so I'm currently with my brother. Say hello. And we are currently doing a bit of shopping, a bit of Christmas shopping. We're in this really cute shop called Nest, and there's some really good Christmas gifts in here if you are looking for some like little, like you wouldn't see every day kind of little cute Christmas gifts. Then I would definitely recommend coming here. We've just seen this. My mum absolutely loves G&T, and I've got a G&T Pong. Maybe have to get that pair. But yeah, we're going to carry on do a bit of shopping now, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Okay, I hope you can see me. I'm currently sat in the back of my mum's car because my mum and my brother have just popped to Waitrose to get some snacky bits for tea, I think. I'm in the back because I always have to sit in the back if I'm in like my mum and dad's car, and my brother always sits in the front, so I just have to sit in the back. So yeah, I just decided to stay in the car because I just couldn't really be bothered to go around the shop, you know, when you're just like, I'm really tired, and I had a couple of emails that I needed to reply to, so I've just been sat doing that. It's currently 4:25, and yeah, it feels like I've done loads today, but I haven't. I've just been wandering around the shops, which has been really lovely. I bought a couple of Christmas presents, which was good. That shop was so lovely. It's called Nest in Rubina. And oh my god, it was so cute. So yeah, I had a nice lunch as well, and yeah, that is pretty much what I've been doing today. Yeah, I want to go back after this, make sure my vlog goes up okay, etc, and yeah, can't wait for Strictly tonight. It's the semi-final, so looking forward to that. Yeah, I'll probably do my Crohn's talk in tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow morning, but obviously it'll still be in this vlog. But yeah, I think that's kind of all I have to update you on, to be honest. For now, I'm just going to sit here for a bit. Hopefully they won't be too long. At least I've got my phone so I can do bits on social media and stuff like that. And yeah, so I'll probably speak to you when, oh, my hat keeps getting caught on stuff. I'll probably speak to you when I'm back home. Okay, we're back, and my mum was just cooking some, like, you know, like little snacky bits at Christmas, which I like my favourite types of food, like the little prawn things you get, the green cranberry tarts, which are like my favourite things. So I'm going to have them for tea, which would be nice. But yeah, it's now 5 o'clock, so I'm just going to finish uploading this video, make sure it's all gone up fine, and then I'm probably going to watch a couple of Vlogmas videos, catch up on them. I did a bit of work this morning, so I'm giving myself the rest of the day off. Hopefully I'm going to try and finish my essay off tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm going to do that, and I need to try and find, I've got, if you've watched my previous Vlogmases, I have a special like Christmas case. It's like a red and white case that I got for my phone a little while ago, and I can't find it anywhere, so I need to try and find that. That is my mission for this evening. So yes, that is what I'm going to do. Also, I put some new batteries in these lights, and they look so much brighter and nicer now, so just thought I'd show you that as well. Right, let's get on with it. Okay, it's now the next day. It's Sunday and it's quite late. It's just gone 5 o'clock. I'll explain everything later. But basically, I was so tired last night. I ended up just having like a really chilled evening. Watched semi-final of both I'm a Celeb and Strictly. Both really good. Yeah, today is Sunday and I've just been seeing my gran, to be honest, today in hospital. So that is pretty much taken up most of my day, and now we're actually off for some food with some family friends. So I thought I would come in and start my vlog for today, but I'll explain everything later. I'm still going to do my Crohn's chat later on. But yeah, I feel so tired already today because I feel like even just going to hospital is just really exhausting. So anyway, right, I will have a proper chat with you later, I promise. Because said a word, but yeah, I definitely will do that later, but just in a little bit of a rush now, so I just thought I'd kind of say hey, quickly show you my outfit. As I said, you know, it's been quite a long day already, so I feel a bit dishevelled, but we're just going to ignore that. So I've got this blouse tucked into my denim skirt today, tights and boots, and yeah, that is my outfit. Right, I'm going to go off for food now, so I will see you in a bit. Now back from having food, and I feel like I'm such a drum rat because we got caught in the rain coming back, but yeah, it was really nice. We had a carvery, our sort of local pub that does a carvery, and yeah, we met up with some family friends. It was just really nice, and yeah, just had a nice little evening. It's currently just gone 7:30. I'm so sorry I haven't really vlogged today. It's just been one of those days where like, I didn't actually think I'd be very busy, and then suddenly it was like, whoa. So yeah, literally, obviously a lot of my day was taken up going to the hospital, to see my gran. And as I said before, it's quite draining actually going to hospital. For those wondering, my gran, she's doing okay. Unfortunately, obviously she is still in hospital. It's been about 9 weeks now that she's been in hospital, so obviously we're really hoping she can come out soon. We just need to figure out what happens when she can, because she'll never be able to sort of live on her own, completely on her own again, so it's sort of deciding what to do, and kind of going from there. We're hoping to have some guidance of like what happens, because like whether like she might be able to live on her own, but then have like carers come in like a lot of the time, if that makes sense. So yeah, the one thing we just don't want to do is obviously put her in a home. That is the one thing. I personally wouldn't want that either, so we're just trying to look at options and things, and yeah, so that's that. Yeah, obviously, you know, going in today, actually, like, she seemed a bit better than before. Like, we were able to talk, and we were talking about Christmas and some memories in the past and things, and she was able to tell us stories from her past which we knew were right, so that was a really good sign. And yeah, she was asking how I was, and you know, some things she'll say that like, what are you on about? Like, she'll just say like really random things. Other times she will like make sense, which is good. So yeah, it's kind of like, it's one of those things that you just kind of have to be patient, to be honest. There's not really much else that we can do, but you know, she's alright, she's doing okay. And yeah, I was telling her all about everything that I've been doing recently. She likes to know what I've been up to. I show her loads of photos like from the event I went to the other night. She loves seeing stuff like that, so yeah. Anyway, so that's that. So I want to talk about the other thing obviously that I was going to have a chat about was my Crohn's, because the week just gone, I think it was the 1st to 7th of December was Crohn's and Colitis Awareness Week, which is done by Crohn's and Colitis UK. They are an amazing organisation. I would highly recommend, even if you don't have either Crohn's or colitis, to go and just have a look at the website, because it honestly tells you so much information. As I said, they are a brilliant organisation. If you want to know more about Crohn's or anything, then I would highly recommend going to visit their website, because as I said, they are absolutely brilliant. And even like when I first got diagnosed, I was actually told to like by the doctors to go and read that website. So yeah, they are good. Anyway, yeah, so I just felt like I wanted to just have a bit of a chat, as it was the awareness week, about how I'm doing, and you know, kind of like a bit of an update, I suppose, to the original video I did. I'm really sorry, I keep like looking in the mirror, like my hair has just gone like, what is this? It's like completely flat to my head. Anyway, just excuse it. I haven't got my main light on because it's like really yellow otherwise, so I've got my Christmas lights on, so I hope you can kind of see me okay. Anyway, okay, yeah, so obviously the main video that I did, if you didn't know, I made a whole like hour-long video on how I got diagnosed with Crohn's, what it is, literally covering quite a lot in that video. I could literally talk for hours and hours about it, but I decided to cut it short at an hour, so I'll leave that linked in the description box below actually, or you can go and find it on my channel. Yeah, that was a very hard video to make, but it was one that I wanted to do for a long time, obviously since I've been diagnosed really. So yeah, I've had such an amazing response to that video. It's literally been incredible. Even now, like, I made that video, I think it was in like September, I think, and even now I still get people sharing it, I still get people retweeting it on Twitter, and I still get messages about it. So, you know, it's great. And I would love if you haven't watched it, or even, you don't have to watch it, but even if you just share it, or if you know someone who may have just been diagnosed with Crohn's or has been ill and they think it may be Crohn's, then I would really highly appreciate it if you could share that video, because for me, if I'd just been recently diagnosed, I would love to watch a video on that. And you know, I'm really just trying to raise awareness of Crohn's and to educate people what it is, because to be honest, obviously before I got diagnosed with it, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know how it affected people. So yeah, for me, my main aim is to just raise awareness of it and spread the word of what it is, because it actually affects quite a lot of people, and some people don't even know. Like, if I hadn't have had this extremely bad flare-up back in May, I wouldn't have probably found out I'd had Crohn's, and I probably had it for a couple of years now. I wouldn't have found out, basically. So you know, people probably are living with it and don't know it until they probably, from like me, get an extremely bad flare-up. So that's the thing I want to talk about, flare-ups. So obviously my sort of quite big flare-up started in May, and at that point I was really ill. Then I started, when I finally got diagnosed, I got started on steroids, which were quite low steroids. They weren't like, you can go on ones that are quite high and they have side effects, but the ones I was on don't have minimal side effects. So yeah, I was on them for quite a long time, and I came off them about 2 weeks ago, I would say now, just nearly 2 weeks ago. So basically the plan was to obviously stay on these steroids for quite a long time and then come off them and see how I am without anything. So at the moment I'm not on any medication for Crohn's. Since coming off steroids was like, I was quite scared actually, because obviously I'd been on them for a very long time and they were almost like my safety net, if you know what I mean. Like, I knew being on steroids would make me feel okay. Because they boost your energy apart from anything else, do you know what I mean? They do make you feel good. So I was worried coming off them, but once I came off them, basically, annoyingly, I have two parts of Crohn's in me. So my main part of Crohn's is in the end of my small bowel, but I also have another bit of Crohn's which is in my colon, which is further down. So the main part, which is in the end of my small bowel, that was the main problem for me. That was the one that was causing me the most pain. Like back in like May, June, that's when I would get like the worst, and I really mean it, like the worst stomach cramps and pains. Oh my gosh, it was literally horrible. Like, I look back now and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe how bad it was. So yeah, that was the thing that was causing me the most pain, really. So the steroids have actually brought that inflammation down in that main part, if this is making any sense. So that means that I don't really get any stomach pains, touch wood, at the moment. So that's a good sign, because it's brought the inflammation down of that flare-up in my main part of the Crohn's. However, there is still inflammation in the second part of my Crohn's, which is the lower part. That part doesn't really cause me any stomach pains or anything, but there is still inflammation there, if that makes sense. So the steroids have kind of like half worked, because they kind of did what I wanted, which was to get rid of that pain, because honestly that was the worst part for me. But obviously because I still have inflammation in my body, that means I'm still going through a flare-up, even though I'm like 10 times better than how I was back in like June, July, but I am still, actually my body's still fighting inflammation of that flare up. So if this makes any sense whatsoever. So half of me is like really pleased because I did get down that inflammation of the main part, which was causing me the most pain, and was the worst part really. But there is still a little bit of inflammation, which means I've got another appointment booked for January, which is another clinic appointment, which they then assess how much inflammation there still is of the Crohn's, and where to go from there really. I can start on another treatment. They don't want to put me on any more steroids, so I don't think I will, not in the near future anyway, be on any more steroids, which is good because I didn't really like being on them, even though they did obviously help, but I just didn't really like the fact I was on steroids, if you know what I mean, even though there was minimal side effects, but I just didn't really like the fact I was on them, if that makes sense. But yeah, I could start this new treatment, which is quite an intense treatment. It's a immunosuppressant treatment, which means it affects your immune system, which does make you very kind of vulnerable to getting infections or anything like that if you go on this treatment. So some people go on it, absolutely fine, and it really works for them and it really helps them. And obviously there are a lot of people that go on it and have these different side effects of getting really ill, getting really sick. So that's kind of why I'm slightly reluctant, because at the moment I'm like, well, I'm okay, I'm not, definitely not 100%, but do I really want to put myself at risk of like getting something worse, if that makes sense, if I start this new treatment? So that's kind of what I'm deliberating at the moment, but it is meant to be a good treatment. It's literally only like 1 tablet a day, so we'll see. If I was to start that, it wouldn't be till like the end of January, so I'm going to see how I am kind of over this Christmas period, how my Crohn's is really in general, and then decide from there really what I do, whether I stay off anything for a little while or whether I start this treatment and try and get rid of this flare-up altogether. Because if you do, once you're out of a flare-up, you can be in remission, which means that like you're okay. I mean, you're not obviously 100%, but like you can be in remission for quite a long time until you have the next flare-up, if that makes sense. So that is kind of my aim really, is to be in remission, because once I am, then I'm actually pretty much can like do anything, do you know what I mean? Like I don't have to worry about it that much, but it's kind of getting to that point where I'm like, okay, I'm now in remission, because I'm not at that point yet. At the moment I am still actually quite ill, because of the fact I still have a flare-up, if that makes sense, even though I'm a lot better because that main part of the Crohn's has gone down, which is what I wanted. I didn't actually realise I had like 2 parts until not long ago, and that kind of would make sense, because I was still, even though my stomach's okay, like I can eat, I have to just be wary of some things I eat. I can eat like a proper meal now and not get like stomach ache or anything, and be absolutely fine when I go out for meals and stuff. Yeah, even though that bit's okay, I would still get really tired very easily and have low energy sometimes, and like not know why, and be like, oh yeah, I have to kind of like remind myself that I'm still going through a flare. My body's still fighting, if that makes sense. As I said, even though it's got down the main part of my inflammation, there is still that little second part which my body's still really fighting against. Obviously that main part is still there, but it's just not as inflamed, which means obviously I don't get as, like, I don't get the pain, or, you know, etc, etc. If I eat something, like I know if I eat like a lot of tomato or something, that will really irritate it, and that might give me some pain, if that makes sense. So I've kind of got quite good now at knowing what to eat. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, when I went to a clinic appointment. It was probably about a month, maybe a month ago now. Yeah, probably about a month ago. And my nurse described it. She was like, imagine if you had a cut anywhere in your body. Say you had a cut on your arm. Your body would instantly react and fight it, so it would heal it. And that's kind of what basically my body is trying to do to my Crohn's. It's trying to fight it so it can heal it, but obviously it can't heal it. So that is why I get quite tired a lot of the time. Your body is just really, it's really fighting, and as I said, even though that main part has gone down, it's still fighting the other part, so I've still got inflammation overall in my body, if that makes any sense. That is why I'll probably still get tired quite easily. But do you know what, I have to say, I'm quite impressed with myself of how well I've done, because even though maybe one day I'm really tired, I still want to get up and do things. There might be like quite a few days where I have quite a long lie-in or need more sleep, and that's just going to be normal because my body is still like in a flare-up, so it's going to need more sleep. It's going to need more rest. But at the same time, like, do you know what, I think I've done quite well. Like, I've done a lot over the past couple of months. You know, I've managed to do my first term at uni, back at uni, so of my last year, my degree. So, you know, I am quite impressed with myself. I didn't actually think I'd be able to do this much, considering everything that's going on. So overall, I am quite impressed with myself. And, you know, as I said, I'm not me with Crohn's. I just have this thing called Crohn's. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not letting it affect me too much. You know, I'm still doing everything that I want to do. I haven't actually cancelled that many things recently, which has been great. You know, I really am trying my best to do all these things, but there might be days, and there has been days, where I've just been like, do you know what, I'm going to take this day off because I just kind of need to rest a little bit. And especially, for example, now I've had like a bit of a cold on top, I can tell that's taken quite a toll on my body. If I kind of get anything extra on top of it, it's like my body's like, whoa, just stop, please just stop, don't do anything. So yeah, but you know, overall, as I said, I'm like 10 times better compared to how I was in like May or June. I actually sometimes forget how bad I was back then. So yeah, overall, you know, we're doing good, we're doing alright, we're getting there, and you know, so I'm not letting it affect me. Hopefully when I'm in remission, then, you know, it won't really affect me much at all, which would be great. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Obviously, as I said, I won't really know much until January, really, end of January, when I go to the clinic again. I have to kind of, it's my decision whether I want to start anything else, so we'll see how I am, really. And I'm touching wood that I'm not going to get any more of these pains anytime soon, because I haven't had them in like a couple of months, and it's been great. I'll tell you what, it's been fabulous not having them and not having to worry about like not being able to finish a meal, or, you know, having like, literally I would have to lie down sometimes, like, well, most of the time actually, when it was really bad. So yeah, we're doing alright, doing good. And as I said before, you know, I'm not letting it affect me, and I am living my life. And I've been in uni a lot. I actually thought I'd have to take quite a lot of time off, but I've turned up to uni a lot, and I've done all the work, and you know, I'm actually quite proud of myself, considering how much I've been through in the last couple of months. But you know, if you know me, you'll know I'm always positive, and I do try and just carry on with things and get on with life. That's what you gotta do, isn't it? So that's what I've been doing, and so far, as I said, and as you can probably tell by the fact I'm doing stuff pretty much every day in these vlogs, that I'm okay. And you know, I don't want to let anything affect me, and it's not going to affect me because it's just, no, I'm not going to let it. So yeah, some days I almost like forget that I have it, and then there'll come a time where I'm like, oh my god, I'm so tired, why am I so tired? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's why. The other thing, actually, I'm very much due my B12 injection. I had to have like 6 B12 injections. It must have been like, I want to say like September, maybe start of September. I had to have like 6 like every other day. Like 1, do you know what I mean? But 6 altogether. So I had to have that first lot, and then they were like, early December you need to have your next one. So I need to book to have that done. I think I'm going to ring up tomorrow and book that, because that should also give me some more energy. If you didn't know, actually, Crohn's actually absorbs B12, and B12 is what gives you energy, so that is quite often why people with Crohn's will have a kind of lower energies, because your B12 is getting sucked into your Crohn's. So that is actually why you can have quite low energy. So getting injections helps a lot, so I'm gonna get another one soon, which hopefully, I mean, I don't think my energy level's that low, but sometimes I'm like, I am lacking a bit today, so yeah, hopefully that'll perk me up a little bit. But yeah, so that is kind of really what I want to chat about. I really am trying to raise awareness, and as I mentioned, I think in my first Vlogmas of this year, something quite exciting. I can't talk about it, I'm really sorry that I can't talk about it, but I am could possibly be doing something to do with Crohn's. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything else, because nothing is solid or set in stone, or as I said, you know, nothing's been confirmed yet, but something maybe, just maybe, might be in the pipeline. So that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, that's kind of like, that's perked me up quite a lot, actually. Sorting that out. So yeah. If anything actually does happen, I haven't got extremely high hopes, but if something does happen, I'm going to come back to this vlog, I'm going to play this clip and be like, guys, this is what I was all about. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to be really annoying YouTuber and be like, I've got this thing that it might be happening, but I can't tell you. But anyway, yeah, it's to do with like raising awareness, but that's what I'm going to say. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of the chat I really wanted to have, to be honest, because I felt like I kind of wanted to do just like an update to the original video that I did, and just kind of tell you where I'm at, what I'm up to, how I'm feeling. Overall, I'd say I'm like, depends what day it kind of is for me, but I would say I am between, I'd say about 65% better, which is actually quite a lot. I didn't think I'd be this better. Maybe I'll push it to 70, but I am still quite ill sometimes, like, as in like physically, I'm like, get tired quite easily, that kind of thing. Apart from that, actual stomach wise, I'm quite good, touch wood, don't get pains, and I can eat a meal, which is great. So yeah, I will let you know probably when I have had my clinic appointment, maybe in January. I can let you know what I've decided with treatment, etc. But it's weird actually not being on anything for it, because obviously I've been on steroids for a long time. It's like, whoa, I suddenly have like no protection. Like, which in a way is a good thing, obviously not on anything, but at the same time it's like, it's a bit scary, because they were like, just see how you are, and then if you're still not great, you can start this other thing, and I'm like, okay. So yeah, anyway, enough about that. I thought it kind of might be slightly interesting though to those who may have watched that video, and I did say I would do like a little update, so that is that. Yeah, that's pretty much always going to be it for this video. I can't wait to put my pyjamas on now, and what time is it now? 8 o'clock. It's the I'm a Celeb final tonight. Actually, maybe I will vlog a little bit of the I'm a Celeb final. Sorry, my camera just stopped. I think after a while it just cuts out filming if you've been filming for a long time. Yeah, I'll probably vlog some of the I'm a Celeb final. I really want Andy to win. I love Andy, Coke from Corrie. I think it's a good final three, actually. Him, Jacqueline and Roman. I actually love all three of them, and I'd be happy if any of them won. So yeah, but I kind of want Andy. I was actually shocked that Caitlyn and Jenny went out last night. Was it last night? No, the night before. Yeah, but anyway. I know who went out in Strictly as well, because I saw it on Twitter last night and Chris went out, but I kind of thought he would, although I have to say he was really great. The fact he made it to the semi-final, I was like so impressed with him. For Strictly, I really want either Amy and Karim or Emma and Anton to win. I do love Calvin as well, but I don't know, I'm more drawn to Karim or Emma, so I want either of them to twin. But yes, that's my little chat, and yeah, I'm going to get my pyjamas on now. I'll probably make myself a cup of tea, see if anyone else wants a cup of tea, and yeah, get ready for my celeb. Probably catch up on some Vlogmas. Probably should do some uni work, but probably won't, let's be honest. Probably do that tomorrow. I actually do need to do some uni work tomorrow. Anyway, I'm going to go put my pyjamas on now, and I'll probably speak to you in a bit. Oh, okay, so I just watched I'm Celeb the final. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched it. Oh, I'm so happy for Jacqueline. Bless her, she seemed like so nervous, like when she was getting interviewed and stuff in the final, when she won and everything. I'm really happy for her. She really deserved it. I'm glad Andy came second as well. To be honest, I would have been happy if either of them had won, so it made me cry a little bit. I was like, oh, bless her. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I really loved Days of Vlogmas this year. They did really well. Like, they seem to get like so many stars this year, and like so many meals and stuff. But yeah, really enjoyed it. I can't believe it's over though. Like, it seemed to go so quickly those 3 weeks. I'm gonna have nothing to watch now in the evening. But yeah, really liked it. Let me know what you thought of this year's I'm Celeb. And who you thought was the rightful winner. But yeah, so it's now 22:11 and I need to go take my makeup off. I need to, what else do I need to do? That's pretty much it, and then I can go to bed really. Watch a couple of Vlogmases. It doesn't really feel like a Sunday today, I don't know why, but yes, so that is what I'm going to do, and this is probably where I'll probably where, oh my gosh, probably where I will end the vlog, because there's not going to be anything else to vlog. So yeah, I know this one's been not like a normal, like, here's what I'm doing today kind of vlog, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. The next vlog will probably be a little bit more festive than this one was, so look out for that one in 2 days time. But I hope you have enjoyed this. Don't forget to give it a massive thumbs up if you did. Leave a comment below, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click the notification bell so you'll get notified when I next upload my Vlogmas. I love you all, so I'll see you all in my next video. That's love. Bye.